Hey butterflies, so today we're going to be showcasing Esther with Skinny Angel in TVL on Roblox, so let's get into the video. So Esther costs 1,800 Robux and she spawns in with 450 health, 250 energy and 1,700 magic energy, and she spawns in with 5 outfits so far. We have this one, we have this third one, the fourth one, and then we have this one as her last one. And she spawns in with quite a few abilities, including all the witch abilities, and then quite a few of her own custom abilities, and then one other side custom Esther ability. So let's get into all of Esther's abilities. So first up we have Starling Swarm, which basically allows you to launch a crow at your desired target, and then they'll be surrounded by a bunch of crows which will do a ton of damage until they basically fight the crows off by spamming F. Then we have her Pain Infliction Keybind, which allows her to pain inflict a target for quite amount of time and also does a decent amount of damage, and it just looks like this. Pretty cool effects as well. Then we have her bird transformation, I think it's called Starling transformation or something like that, which allows Esther to turn into a crow, and you can basically fly around the map pretty quickly and it drains your magic really slowly. And yeah, I think it's a really useful ability, and you can just click it again or unequip the ability to transform back to Esther. Then her next ability allows her to conjure up these chains and will basically bind your target to the ground for a bit, doing a little bit of damage, and will just restrict your target from doing anything, but you can still use abilities on them while they are trapped, which is pretty cool. Then we have the 𝘗𝗲𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 ability, if that's how you pronounce it, but it's from TVL1 and it allows you to pick up your target using telekinesis, and you can spam F to also throw them pretty far and do quite a bit of damage as well, which is pretty cool. Then if I'm not mistaken, her next ability is called Starling Quake, I think, or Sterling Quake, I'm not sure, but it allows you to basically summon like a bunch of crows around you, and anyone in the vicinity will basically be surrounded by crows like her other abilities, but it's like a mass area of effect, and they'll take some damage, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Then we have her Fire Pentagram, which they also brought back from TVL1, which looks like this. She also has a cute voice line with it, and I love how it looks, the upgraded version from TVL1. Now basically anyone who walks in here will turn to stone if they're a Game Pass character, otherwise they will just disintegrate into ash. Unfortunately, your friends will be affected right now. I think it's a bug that they're trying to patch, but yeah, your friends will still be affected, but she can actually kill Game Passes with it if they are below a certain amount of health, like if they actually reach like 0 HP while they're in here. So as you can see, if Skinny Angel walks in here really low, he'll turn to stone and slowly take damage and then disintegrate, which I think is pretty OP. It's really cool, and it makes Esther really powerful. Then we have her Siphon ability, which allows her to basically siphon all the witches or magic users around her, making them unable to use magic for 30 seconds afterwards. And also, as you can see, it's actually boosting my magic back up or siphoning magic from everyone around me, and it says your power has increased, and Skinny Angel cannot use abilities for 30 seconds now, which is pretty cool. Then her next ability allows her to create a moonstone ring or a moonlight ring, and it allows you to basically grant this to a wolf. As you can see, they can equip it, which is on Jules' finger now, and it will basically allow them to control their werewolf transformation. Then we have this ability which allows her to basically bind her target to the moonstone, which will take away their wolf side basically. So you can do this on hybrids or like Klaus or just werewolves in general, and it will still say that they're a werewolf or a hybrid on top of their head, but they won't be able to use any wolf abilities anymore. So yeah, I think this is a pretty cool ability as well. Then we have this like blood drain or life force drain ability, which allows Esther to forcefully extract blood from her target's hand, and it lasts for quite a while as well and does a really decent amount of damage too. If you do this on Elena or like Catherine, Amara, Silas, Stefan, I can't really think of anyone else on the top of my head, but you'll basically acquire this doppelganger blood, which you can use in the spell I'm about to show you, which is the original creating spell that they brought back from TVL1 as well. So you're going to need the doppelganger blood, and then once you activate the spell, she'll do this little cutscene basically, which looks like this.
I will give you all the protection you need.
and that's what that looks like. It also has a cute voice line if you didn't hear. Then with the confirmation message, you can grant this to anyone, and if they go ahead and drink it, they will then become an original. So as you can see, Skinny Angel is now an original. You'll still keep the original like health that you had beforehand taking the potion. So Skinny Angel's just a custom, so he still unfortunately has only 100 HP as an original. Then her next ability allows her to revoke the vampirism or immortality vampirism basically from any character that has a vampire side, since she is the witch that created it, and she has a cool voice line as well. They do have to be below 50 HP though, if I'm not mistaken. And as you can see, Skinny Angel is now just a regular mortal, which is pretty cool. She also has the slap ability. Then her next ability allows her to create the indestructible white oak stake, which you need to go to the old witch house to acquire the item that you need to create it. So you can go ahead and summon the spirits, aka Emily Bennett, and you'll come up with this dialogue with her, and you can just read through it quickly, but she'll grant you this stake basically. Then you can go ahead and use the keybind, and you'll activate a little cutscene which looks like this. It is kind of bugged for me at the moment, like it doesn't actually say the end part where she's like the ultimate weapon for the ultimate hunter, and as you can see when she picks up the stake, it's not in her hand for me. But if you want to see what it looks like, you can go ahead and check out TVL's official showcase for Esther. But as you can see, I've now acquired the indestructible white oak, which I keep until I reset or die, so you can just continuously kill originals without the stake breaking, and you can also drop it and anyone can pick up or obtain the indestructible white oak stake, which is pretty cool. Then her last ability is body possession or body jump, which when you die you go into the other side and you can basically possess a free witch or like a heretic if I'm not mistaken, and if you possess someone with magic energy, you'll be able to obviously use the witch abilities that they have as well as Esther's abilities in their body. Pretty sure you can also possess like originals, but then you'll only be able to use like vampire abilities, and also you can only possess 𝘗𝘂𝗪𝗏 right now from the Game Pass witches, which is pretty OP because you'll like get her 𝘗𝘂𝗪𝗏's abilities as well. Once you go ahead and body jump, you'll have to clash with them by spamming F, and whoever loses basically dies. So if you lose, you die and move on, and if they lose, they die, but you get to stay in their body and basically have a second chance at life. As you can see, this little sigil will form on your hand which indicates that Esther has possessed this body. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. As you can see, I have all the witch abilities as well as Esther's abilities. But that'll be it for Esther. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!